caring for children and families. During a disaster, it can be easy for the caring of children and families to fall between the cracks.
If we had some kind of activities for the children, because it was the children, like with my son, it was like it affected him the most. Even still today, he's affected by this. Every time it's raining or he sees the river full with ice, are we going to flood? He freaks out, and like I always have to reassure him. And I wish like that we had programs available for like people that are really affected by this, you know, like affected, that we were all traumatized by, you know, the events that had happened.
Children's activities could help make a difficult situation more bearable for both children and their families.
They should have recreation, like, you know, something to do in town instead of being at the hotel room doing nothing. Sure, they have pools, but nobody wants to swim every day. We do other activities, like, you know, get them outside to do something, maybe take them skating. It's winter, there's an outdoor rinks, like they can take them there.
And the kids, they had no toys. There was nothing for them to, Red Cross provided nothing for them, puzzles, anything. There was nothing for them. So the kids misbehaved, the mothers were frustrated, and because of frustration, people drank, did more drugs, you know, and then the kids were just running around crazy, and because of that, they were, you know, and the food was foreign, like a lot of it was fried food. And it's not good for that. That's not good for diabetics. I'm diabetic. I don't feed my kids like that.
When routines are disrupted and people are worried about potentially losing their home, following established routines can help.
See, the importance of creating routine, just speaking from just observing my dad in the last evacuation. He's a rancher and he's very set in his routine. He wakes up and has his breakfast and he'll go down a field and, you know, take care of, you know, do his ranch chores and then go in his garden, and he's very set. And if you disrupt it, you know, it kind of throws his world in a disarray. And yeah, so when he was evacuated, he didn't have that routine, and, you know, he was kind of, you know, meandering around and really didn't, you know, his day kind of consisted of eating food that he wasn't really supposed to be eating as a diabetic, and sitting across the highway to watch a fire that's close to his home, and, you know, not really having someone to talk to about it. Or
Warming centers or friendship centers can be used for people to come together and support each other as their community starts the healing process.
We talk about the warming centers, but nobody has actually discussed what it actually also played a role as, where community members can congregate together. These are victims. They had time to sit there and debrief by talking with other community members and bringing their stress levels down to another, you know, they wouldn't be so high where their, you know, anxiety, as well as they could have gotten sick, or nothing really went out of hand in regards to, because when people are scared, they feel threatened, they start lashing out. That did not happen here, which I thought those warming centers played a very, very important role, as well as just providing tea and coffee. It gave a place for our community members to come together as a group.
For friendship centers, we do have one here in Portage, and it's also one in Winnipeg, and so to reach out to them, because some of our people are living within their confines, kind of, and to start building that relationship. I think some of them did come and do some workshops with our evacuees at the hotels. I know in Winnipeg they did, and I think we reached out to Portage as well. So more of a liaison person, I guess, between that would have been more effective. Yeah.
Community radio can help to keep people connected and informed.
because I work at the local radio station. So one of my first concerns was the people, because a lot of people know me, and during a crisis, they need to hear familiar voices. They need to hear people that they've heard every single day being there for them. That way it gives them comfort, and you don't have people feeling all sad and depressed at home. If they have a radio, and if that's all they have that they're entitled to, if they don't have cable, then having those people that they hear every day is going to give them comfort.
When community residents are evacuated for days, weeks, or months, additional support can help the recovery process.
I think that Child and Family Services should have stepped in, provide care for young moms, especially young moms that were frustrated because the kids were staying in a hotel, in their rooms, and you can't keep kids confined in a room. If they had something for the mothers, even craft or beading, and somebody to keep the kids, just for a couple of hours a day, that would have been so good for them to do that,